The fantasy baseball season is down to the wire, and it's time to make those crucial roster moves that could secure your championship. With trade deadlines looming and playoffs in full swing, every decision counts. But here's where it gets tricky. Who do you add, and who do you drop? Let's dive into this week's buy-sell guide, tacked with insights to help you navigate the final stretch. Buy Jorge Polanco, 2B, 3B, Seattle Mariners. While many have written off Jorge Polanco after his mid-season slump, his recent performance tells a different story. Over the past 2 weeks, he slashed .368 with 5 home runs, 9 RBIs, and a stolen base in just 38 at-bats. His season stats, a .254 average, 23 home runs, and 6 stolen bases in 397 at-bats, solidify his position as one of the top second basemen in the league. If you've overlooked him, now's the time to act. Trent Grisham, Offen, New York Yankees. Trent Grisham has been flying under the radar, but his recent numbers demand attention. In the past 3 weeks, he's hit 8 home runs and driven in 15 runs, with 3 homers and 10 RBIs in the last week alone. Despite a modest .245 average, his 29 home runs and 3 stolen bases make him a valuable asset, especially in OBP formats where his elite chase rate shines. Don't let his journeyman status fool you. He's a must-add for the stretch run. Ha-Seong Kim, SS Atlanta Braves. Here's a fun fact. Ha-Seong Kim is the only Braves shortstop to hit a home run this season. With a strong start and a solid supporting cast, he's worth a look, especially in deeper leagues. In some formats, he still qualifies at second base, boosting his value. At just 19% rostered in 12-team leagues, he's a sneaky pickup. Jeremiah Jackson, Offen, 2B. Baltimore Orioles. Jeremiah Jackson has silenced the doubters with his recent power surge. This week, he's hitting .296, .367, .667 with 3 home runs, bringing his season totals to .321 with 4 homers and 17 RBIs in 106 at-bats. He's a must-add in 15-team leagues and a solid streamer in 12-team AVG formats. Connor Norby, third baseman, Miami Marlins. Connor Norby has been quietly productive, hitting .333 with 5 RBIs in 18 at-bats this week. His improved plate discipline, 3/5 BBK ratio, and power potential make him a speculative add in 15-team average formats. He's a player who could provide both average and power down the stretch. Austin Wells, catcher, New York Yankees. Austin Wells has been on a tear, hitting .286 with 5 home runs over the past 3 weeks, including a .389 average and 2 home runs this week. With 42 at-bats in that span, he's earning more playing time and outperforming expectations. If you're in a 15-team format or need a streamer in 12-team OBP leagues, Wells is your guy. Drew Gilbert, OF, San Francisco Giants. Drew Gilbert is having a breakout week, hitting .526, 10 for 19, with 2 home runs and 8 RBIs. What's most impressive, he hasn't struck out once in 20 plate appearances. He's a 15-team add who's still flying under the radar. Don't miss out. Luis Torrens, New York Mets. Luis Torrens had a big week, hitting .353 with 2 home runs, 8 RBIs, and a stolen base in 17 plate appearances. While his season stats are underwhelming, he could be a September surprise. Keep an eye on his playing time, as he might be a valuable pickup in deeper leagues. Blaze Alexander, 2B, 3B, and 3B SS, Arizona Diamondbacks. Blaze Alexander continues to outperform expectations, hitting .286 with a home run and a stolen base this week. Despite the call-up of Jordan Lawler, Alexander remains a full-time player and is worth holding on to, especially if you're in a tight playoff race. Yoan Moncada, 3B, Los Angeles Angels. Yoan Moncada is showing signs of life, hitting .263 with a .391 OBP, thanks to 4 walks this week. He also hit 2 home runs last week and has 6 games against righties coming up, making him a viable option in 15-team OBP leagues. Michael Hellman, offensive lineman of Texas Rangers. Michael Hellman has emerged as a surprising option, hitting .250 with 3 home runs and 3 stolen bases in just 46 plate appearances. While his .190 xBA suggests regression, his power-speed combo makes him a worthwhile gamble in deep leagues. Troy Johnston, first baseman, Miami Marlins. Troy Johnston has been overlooked, but his .273 average and 43% hard hit percent deserve attention. StatCast indicates he's been unlucky with a .284 xBA and .457 xLERG. He's a solid platoon option in deeper leagues. Sell Pete Crow Armstrong, offensive lineman. Pete Crow Armstrong's recent struggles are hard to ignore. He's hitting just .067 this week and .222 over the past 3 weeks, with only 1 home run and 1 stolen base in 63 at-bats. His xWOBA is plummeting, and with limited FAAB periods left, it's time to consider benching or dropping him in competitive leagues. Stephen Kwan, off Cleveland Guardians. Stephen Kwan has been underwhelming, hitting .226/250/283 with no home runs or stolen bases in the past 2 weeks. The Guardians' offense is struggling, and Kwan's lack of power and speed makes him a risky play down the stretch. Samuel Basallo, first baseman, catcher, Baltimore Orioles. While Samuel Basallo has elite bat speed, his overall metrics are underwhelming. With just a few weeks left in the season, you can't afford to wait for him to figure things out. Target him next year if his price drops, but for now, there are better catcher options available. Jordan Lawlar, SS, Arizona Diamondbacks. Jordan Lawlar's struggles continue, with a .143 average and 50% strikeout rate in 14 at-bats since his return. He's been relegated to a small-side platoon, and it's time to cut bait. Don't expect a turnaround this season. Nick Castellanos, OF Philadelphia Phillies. Nick Castellanos is in a slump, hitting just .167 this week with only 16 home runs and a .254 average on the season. He's a drop candidate in all 15-team formats and possibly in NL-only leagues, depending on your alternatives. Paul Goldschmidt, one baseman, New York Yankees. Paul Goldschmidt's struggles have persisted, and with the Yankees' stacked lineup, it's time to move on. He's a drop in 15-team formats and some AL-only leagues. Jason Dominguez, OF New York Yankees. Jason Dominguez remains a non-factor, with no production or playing time to speak of. He's a deep league drop. Liover Peguero, SS, Pittsburgh Pirates. Liover Peguero's fantasy relevance has faded, and he's no longer a viable option. Henry Davis, C, Pittsburgh Pirates. Henry Davis's early promise has fizzled, and he's no longer a reliable option. It's time to move on. Controversial take? Should you really drop Nick Castellanos in all formats? While his recent performance is concerning, his track record suggests he could turn things around. However, with limited time left in the season, the risk might outweigh the reward. What do you think? Is Castellanos worth holding on to, or is it time to cut ties? Let the debate begin in the comments.